Hey guys, welcome to the Super Return of the Jedi Let's Play. And with me for this Let's Play, I have my good friend Dizzy.
Hi.
And you may notice that we sound a little bit different to normal, and that's because we're actually doing this over Skype. So this is a post-commentary Let's Play. I played through this a couple of weeks ago. But anyway, so here we have Super Return of the Jedi, the very late video game adaptation of the third Star Wars film. So the first thing I do is put the difficulty to easy.
Smart.
Because for anyone that hasn't played the Super Star Wars trilogy, these are hard games. Very, very hard. They make me cry.
Aww.
But luckily the start of the game isn't too bad, and on easy we don't have too many difficulties. So now, Dizzy, can you tell me if there might be something missing from this little scene right here?
Well, there's a distinct lack of audio.
Yes, funny thing about that. You see, I uploaded these in parts for us to commentate over. And basically what happened the first time I did it is YouTube thought that I was using the original soundtrack version of the music.
Was it that good?
Apparently so. I think that could be the ultimate, the fact that YouTube actually got the original version mixed up with the 16-bit Super Nintendo version, that's impressive. That's impressive.
Well, how did it sound when you were listening to it?
Excellent.
Excellent.
The music in this game is surprisingly great. I mean, it does sound a lot like the soundtrack.
Well, I noticed that on the title screen.
Indeed. But it gets really good. It gets really top-notch. But while this is going on, I'll read from the instruction manual, I believe. The Death Star is almost fully operational. The Emperor's wrath is stronger than ever. This time it's going to take a lot more than the Force to bring down the dark side. This is it. You've come as far as you can. For all the battles you won, for all those you've lost. Face your destiny, young Jedi. Crush the dark side, once and for all.
That's particularly sinister for a Jedi.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, I almost felt that Palpatine was reading that to you.
Yeah, it's one of those manuals that was probably just written by someone that didn't really know much of the subject material.
Yeah, fair enough.
I basically got the manual here to go through all the different controls, because there's a lot of characters in this game. Literally just about anyone you can think of that has an action-packed role in this film, you play as.
Fair enough. Cutscenes are taken pretty much verbatim from the movie. It's good.
I think what happened, with the actual design of these cutscenes, is that they took a picture from the movie, and then they kind of did the sprite art over the image.
Ah, fair enough.
So, there are some shots that I think may actually be taken directly from the movie, just significantly downscaled.
Ah, I see.
But of course, our first goal is to retrieve Han Solo from Jabba's palace, and that's going to take us a few parts to do. But we start off with actually a 3D land speeder section.
Yes, that was quite a shock when I saw that.
Remember this from the film?
No.
Yeah, me neither. And yeah,
I didn't think Luke was particularly interested in collecting coins or rebel symbols on his first journey to collect Han Solo.
Yeah, and it may interest you to know that Leia, Chewie, and Luke are all supposed to be on that land speeder.
Oh. What about the droids, or are we forgetting the droids? So they come
Let's see what the manual says. Nope, no droids.
Ah, excellent.
We're just racing through the wasteland of Tatooine.
Yes, with particular black. What is this black thing? Is it like the tar pits of Tatooine?
I guess so. To be honest, I've never actually thought of that.
It's more like a pinball game right now, I think.
Yeah, it really is. It doesn't control too badly, but it's really not that great. This game basically covers all the different vehicle sections, so like the speeder bike and everything like that. And some of them are cool, but some of them are really just not very enjoyable.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I could never get past this part.
I see. That was a great sort of start to a Let's Play, wasn't it?
I'm a lot better now, luckily.
What's the point of collecting the rebel icons?
Basically, if you collect 100 of them, you get an extra life.
Oh,
That's it.
right.
Okay, now this is one of the coolest things about this game. So, we can actually select every single character that would have been involved with this rescue.
Right.
And so I've just selected Leia, and she's got her special bounty hunter outfit, her Bausch or Bosch, whatever it is, outfit.
Yes.
But she's got her own specific moves to this outfit and everything. And Leia actually changes outfit and changes weapons and abilities all throughout the game.
Do any of the other characters?
Yeah, they well, as relevant, they do. Although, actually, I don't think there is anyone else that needs to change, now that I think about it.
Well, probably not.
But, yeah, so this is the only game, to my knowledge, where you can actually play as Leia in her bounty hunter outfit. She's actually really good.
What was the, that Star Wars, fighting game of the PlayStation 1 era?
Oh, Masters of Terrakasi.
Yeah,
or whatever it was.
Yeah, you had Leia, or you had the actual Bosch bounty hunter. I think
Could you?
of that
Okay.
One.
Alright, then I will change my statement to this is the only good game.
Oi, let's not jump the gun there.
Okay, then better. Well, it's a hell of a lot better than Terrakasi.
Yeah, true.
But one thing you may have noticed before is that I was making a bit of a leap of faith there. There were no platforms that I could see. This is one of those games that likes to make you jump despite not knowing what's underneath you. Sometimes it works out, other times you die. It's
Also
not-
bouncy eggs as well.
Yeah, this is the only level that there are eggs in. I don't particularly know why they're there, they just sometimes give you a power-up, but, yeah.
Fair enough.
If anyone's wondering, by the way, the hearts just refill your health, and the lightsaber increases your health bar.
I see.
So, the lightsaber is actually called a health sword. For some
health
reason.
sword.
Like that up there, but, yeah. So, it's pretty handy to collect them all. Of course, though, if you end up dying, you lose the extended health bar.
Right, so basically when Obi-Wan said in Episode 2, this weapon is your life, he was being quite literal.
Yes, very literal, actually. I never thought of that. But as you can see now, we're getting a lot closer to Jabba's palace, and everything is shooting at me. We just picked up a force speed icon,
Fair enough.
so it makes you nigh uncontrollable. But it's a lot of fun.
This game is more like pinball every time I, look at it.
Yeah. It's funny, actually, because the early levels are really haphazard in the way they're designed. Things get a lot more straightforward as time goes on.
Ah.
But, so do you remember that, the Guardian at the door that C-3PO talks to?
I remember it being a lot smaller than that,
Yeah.
and less killy.
Yes. Well, the great thing about the Super Star Wars games is that they take even minor things from all of the Star Wars, films, and make them into giant monsters.
Fair enough. Well, I can't wait to see the Rancor fight then.
Yeah, the Rancor is something. That's in the next part. Now,
Well, I wasn't
unfortunately... Sorry, what were you going to say?
I wasn't expecting it to be the final boss battle by any stretch.
No, not at all.
And you did.
Although the final boss battle isn't necessarily what you think.
It's not like a giant, amalgamation of cars that form Mr. Smith or Agent Smith, is it?
I liked that boss. For anyone wondering, that's Matrix Path of Neo. But it's actually not. The final boss in this game isn't what you'd expect, but it's nothing crazy or particularly exciting.
Oh, yay.
But we'll see when we get there. But as you can see, I died with Leia here. And that's because the melee characters are terrible against bosses. Absolutely terrible. However, the ranged characters are terrible at the actual levels.
So how did you spawn into play as Chewie then?
Once you die, you're taken back to the character selection screen. So you can just restart at the nearest checkpoint.
Okay.
And for anyone wondering, the checkpoints are the R2-D2s that you find scattered around.
That's some nice explosive particle effects there.
Yeah, everything in this game explodes quite a bit. Enemies and destructible objects, anything.
So it's just like Star Wars then.
Yeah, quite, except a little more extreme. little more extreme. But now, of course, we're taking control of Luke inside Jabba's cantina sort of area. And for some reason, the crushers from the droid area are on the tables in the cantina.
Well, for some reason, he's already killing everything. I'm pretty sure it was a bit more diplomatic to start with. Don't kill Salacious Crumb.
Unfortunately, you can never kill Salacious Crumb.
Oh, good.
He never stops attacking you. But this level is actually like a gauntlet. You've got to kill a certain number of enemies to proceed.
Okay.
Now, in the manual, it says, for this level, select the character you want to brave Jawas.
For brave Jawas.
Yeah, it says to brave Jawas. Yeah.
Fair enough.
But one thing I should note is that be very, very careful of those opening trapdoors.
Because you can fall in?
And it's instant kill.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. I think I might have cut it out, but I think I had 1 or 2 deaths to those pits.
Of course you cut it out, coward.
Well, I try to cut out most of my deaths, and even if I do die, I cut straight back to where I was. Just for the interest of time, because otherwise this would go on for quite a while. Especially on the last level.
The attacks are very circular.
Yes, interestingly enough, Luke has the most versatile attacks of any character. Of course, you can actually swing his lightsaber in different directions, and you can block, and you have a special kind of like block attack you can do. In the top right corner, you've actually got all these different force powers you can use.
Okay. What?
You can do a force shield, which makes you invincible for a short time.
Naturally.
That's not it, by the way, that's just a power-up. Well, actually, I should say, it doesn't make you invincible normally. It just blocks all projectiles. I noticed there when you saw the enemies go blue, that was force freeze.
Right.
Which, yeah, taking a bit of liberty with the force powers there, but anyway.
KOTOR did that, it's fine.
That's true. There's force vanish, which basically makes me invincible, like that. Like, totally invincible. Nothing can hit me, but it absorbs a lot of force power over time. So I'm now completely out of force power.
Right here.
And then we have force heal, which is by far the most important, because, well, it allows you to heal.
Is it overpowered?
Not overpowered, but you pretty much need it to get through some levels. So if you have the opportunity, usually choose Luke. That should get you through most of the game.
Fair enough. Do you play as like Han Solo and Lando and all those in the game, or? Lando
is actually the only one you don't.
Oh, okay.
Which I didn't think about, but that is a bit strange now that I think about it. But yeah, you do get Han Solo.
Fair enough.
We also get Wicket the Ewok.
Oh, excellent. That's always the one I've always wanted to play as.
I know. So there's some mini Rancor.
That is a mini Rancor, yeah.
Yeah, instant death. But luckily it's no problem because we just passed an R2-D2.
Well, you were lucky.
Yeah. Well, I would say that we're all lucky because it means we don't have to watch the same thing over again.
You would have edited it out anyway, it's fine.
True. Now that heart there, don't go for it. So, yeah.
I do like this music.
Yeah, the music is very good in this game. But, do you remember what this guy's name is?
I
wonder if the manual says.
I didn't know the Twi'lek shot lasers out of their brain talons, or whatever they're called, but...
apparently so. It would have been very nice if Mission could have done that in KOTOR.
Indeed.
But, sadly not. And also, of course, Twi'leks in this game can actually teleport.
Well, that was obvious.
Now, you may notice that bosses in this game have a lot of health. A lot of health.
Well,
as in, this battle goes on for, say, like 4 minutes.
I think it's, Bib
Fortuna, yes, you're right. Fortuna, there we go. That's it.
I'm ashamed of my lack of Star Wars knowledge.
I know. Same here.
It's pretty much the only reason you brought me onto this show.
Well, I figured Star Wars game. And actually, fun fact, you can see in the background there with Jabba, not so much now, but the Rancor trainer is there.
Ah, yes.
So that's just a nice little nod. He doesn't appear anywhere else in this game.
Right.
But
Does he cry?
No, he's unfortunately doesn't. I would have loved to see that in 2D.
You're right, these do look like they're taken straight from the movie.
Yeah. So, but we have rescued Han. But, unfortunately, as we all know, things don't work out quite that well. It never stops, by the way.
Oh, good.
You have to press start to continue with this cutscene, and he just keeps laughing, no matter what.
Sounds like Jabba.
But, yeah, that's the end of part 1, guys, so thanks all for watching, and we will see you later.
Cheerio.